Good day to everybody out there. This is See Thy Wealth, Water Your Health. Drink a glass of water. I'm not sure if you guys have seen it in the last several weeks or so. It just came to my attention. I did a video about DoorDash and her sleeping in her car. And I got a question for everybody out there. Is this a new trend where people are sleeping in their car for content? Not saying DoorDash is doing this for content. I'm asking the audience and the people that are viewing. Have you guys seen an individual, and there's a lot of women that I'm saying, and I think I saw one guy that was sleeping in a storage unit. Honestly, man, people are doing whatever they can to gain attention and keep it. And this is why I'm asking, is this a new trend that people are trying to follow for views and for subscribers and just clout? Because I'm one of the ones, like I said, if you can eliminate expenses, great. And that's why I thought that DoorDash sleeping in her car, saving $1,800 a month, even if she had to put all of her things in a storage where she's paying $200 or $300 a month for storage, is significantly cheaper than $1,600 to $1,800 a month for rent. The rest of that money can go into other investment endeavors, so on and so forth. But is it coming to a space to where a lot of individuals are creating these scenarios where it seems like they're sleeping in their cars, but they're really not? They could be going to a hotel every night. They could be going back to their home that they said they had. You know what I'm saying? Because it sounds good and it looks good. And I hope that my sister DoorDash, and I call her my sister because she gave me inspiration when I first started this YouTube thing to jump on the mic and continue to keep spilling my thoughts and my life, because she was making some dollars. And I'm like, damn, if she on here making some dollars by sitting in her car every day, why can't I do this by living my life every day? So that's kind of what got me started. Not to take away from her personality, because she has a very strong personality, very enthusiastic, a lot of intensity. She brings the heat when she comes to YouTube. She's very creative. And after I saw her and after I did that video about her sleeping in her car, several other individuals came up, mostly women, sleeping in their car. It's not a safe thing. And I understand some of us got to do what we got to do. I don't want to say it's not a safe thing, because you can sleep in your car at a good gas station where there's bright lights and cameras everywhere. Nobody's going to stop you from sleeping in your car. Nobody's going to do anything violent to you while you're sleeping in your car. So people out there talking about get tinted windows, you're harming yourself, be careful. You don't have to be careful sleeping in your car. If you park your car in the right situation, in the right scenario, you're great. You'll be fine. But I'm looking at the trend and I'm like, man, because I always say I don't want to chase views. I don't want to be on YouTube chasing a view. Whatever you see from me is just real life. There's no embellishing. It's no me doing extra things to try to get you to watch me. I feel like I have enough within me as a person or as an individual on this planet. God gave me everything I need within me to make it. I don't have to get on here and talk bad about anybody. I don't have to put this one down. I don't have to collaborate with anybody. I don't have to do nothing to get to where I'm trying to get with this YouTube thing. Where are you trying to get? I'm trying to get to the highest level I can possibly get to without compromising who I am and chasing. I don't want to do nothing on here that starts to feel like work. Now, editing videos, yes, that takes time out of my day, and that is work. And there's nothing wrong with that. Honestly, you are really learning a new skill when you learn how to edit videos and all that good stuff. But I'm not trying to get in here and create this cinematic video, and maybe it's just because I don't have the patience for it. And maybe I'm one of those guys that hire someone else to get things done. But I'm not getting on here and talking about nothing that is going to try to get someone to watch me more every day. Why? I'm just going to give you my life because that's as easy as I know how to come on here and be. Anything else is too much. And I'm not saying, like I said, this ain't even about DoorDash. I'm just saying I'm seeing a trend of people sleeping in their car, sleeping in storage units, sleeping in other places, just and recording it. Now, if this is really your life, it is what it is. Capitalize off of it. Get your bread. Even if it's not your life, if you're finding a lane with this, do what you gotta do. But for me, it's a little different. I'll say that it's different. Salute. That's what you got to do to get your money and get your viewership. It is what it is. There's no shame in a lot of y'all game. Ain't no shame in mine either. I'm saying, but I'm just not like, it's hard for me to do that at this point. I'm homeless now, so I'm sleeping on the streets of this country. That wouldn't make sense. First of all, you got to go to immigration every month and get or I don't want to say, but however many months you decide to stay, 2 or 3 months, you can get an extension. But it just wouldn't make sense for somebody like me. And I haven't even thought about doing no craziness like this. But I'm just saying, looking at it from my perspective, how could I do something like that, saying I'm homeless? How can I do something and say I'm sleeping in my car? It's not possible. It's possible, but it probably doesn't make a lot of sense. Doesn't make YouTube is a place where there's 20 million uploads every day. And people are doing whatever they can do to stick and stand out on this platform. And I'm not hating on nobody. Like I said earlier, I don't have to bring nobody down. If you see me talking about somebody like 19 Keys, I did that a couple months ago, Hassan Campbell, I wasn't really coming down on him like that. I was critiquing some of the videos that I had saw and gave my 2 cents, but I'm not somebody to come on here and keep dropping a video about 19 Keys, dropping a video about Hassan Campbell. Yes, I know that my traction will pick up and I'll probably get more and more views. I've seen individuals create channels based off of another influencer and they blew up. And I do have what it takes to do that, but I'm just saying that type of energy has to be sustained. That negative energy has to be sustained. That toxicity has to be. I got enough bullshit going on in my life now. I don't want to be creating videos every day about Anton Daniels. I seen a girl, she does that. I don't know who she was piggyback off and off before, but her viewership is up. And I'm not here to compare and contrast between those that are doing this, because it is what it is. You got to do what you got to do to get your money. But I'm saying for me, I can't come on here every day talking negatively about this one to put myself in another better position. I have to, in order for me to do something like that, I probably would have to be broke. I would probably have to be at my last, I'm not saying it's impossible, but I'm saying it just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't. And like I said, you can't get mad at people for what they do to make money. You just can't. And I'm not. What y'all think about my new desk chair? I got a new desk too. I'm thankful that I got a new desk, new chair. I'm just thankful all the way around the board, even though sometimes my days are a little tough. And last night I was having a difficult time. It's Friday. All these days feel the same to me. To be honest with you, in the States, they used to feel the same too. The only difference was I couldn't go to the bank on a Sunday and the post offices and shit was closed and all that stuff. But other than that, I ain't no post offices here for me to be checking no mail. But no, I'm just seeing a trend on YouTube where people are doing whatever they can to garner and gain your attention and keep your attention. And maybe that's what you have to do if you want to make it to another level, is start creating and embellishing and creating content that may not be real, because it's just a different day and time. But, I'd rather see people doing that than to be out here hurting individuals. I don't understand how you can look at, some people, they criticize Dante London for his content and what he does. But this man is creating content off of his life and what he's doing, whether it's whatever it is. And he says he's embellished some of his things. But at the end of the day, I can't get mad at this young man for everything he's doing is legal. He's not robbing anybody. He's not putting a gun to anybody's neck or whatever. He's not doing anything illegal to anybody out here. So I can't come on here criticizing him for what he do for his content, or anybody else for that matter. At least I'm not. I just can't. And I won't. If I'm talking about somebody, it's because of something that they said, or that I'm like, all right, this doesn't make sense to me. I'm going to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Or I have to give my opinion on it. You know what I mean? Because it just has to be that way for me. But I'm not perfect. I might come on here tomorrow saying something about somebody. No, I'm just kidding. It really has to make sense for me to come on here and do that. But yeah, it's just so many distractions going on the planet. I be watching people to take my mind to help me do my content in another way or a certain thing. I just be all over with my content. I don't watch just one particular demographic of people or one particular subject. I'm all over the board. But anyway, I'm gonna let y'all go. I think I've been on here long enough talking about this. Anybody that's out there living in a car, anybody out there living in a storage unit, be careful, be safe. If it's real, hopefully you're getting your life in order and you're able to find something sustainable to where you can live comfortably, because it's not comfortable sleeping in a car. I've driven across the country, stopped in a couple places and tried to sleep in a car. If you're really tired, you can sleep anywhere. But when your ass wake up and you got that kink in your neck and you can't turn your neck this way without turning your whole body, you'll understand. There's nothing sweet about sleeping in a car. And with that, I appreciate y'all for tapping in. This is See Thy Wealth, water your health, drink a glass of water.